To the moon and back. Stars align to ensure CMG's Mid-Autumn Festival Gala in Shenyang is one for the ages. Feast for the eyes. Chinese photographer conjures up magical images of Mid-Autumn Festival dining landscapes with charming natural tableaux. Caked in creativity. Chinese bakers in Frisco add personal signatures to Mid-Autumn Festival mooncakes. Lighting the way. Paper artisan charts evolution of iconic lantern displays in Hong Kong for annual Moon Festival. Welcome to The Vibe on CGTN. I'm Lin Lin in Beijing. Thank you for joining us this Mid-Autumn Festival as we bring you special stories and news related to this special holiday. Tonight, the much-anticipated Mid-Autumn Festival Gala by China Media Group will air globally at 8 p.m. Beijing time. Earlier this month, I spoke with the producers and guest performers to learn more about how they're pushing creative boundaries to make this year's show an unforgettable event. The 2024 Mid-Autumn Festival Gala, brought to viewers around the world by China Media Group, will be a night full of entertaining performances. This year's program will pay tribute to the moon while also intertwining traditional culture. Among the diverse performances, Hungarian pianist and composer Havasi will grace the stage, bringing his exceptional talent to the gala.
We chose a musical piece which fits very well to this environment because the piece itself sounds a little bit industrial, and I think it's going to be fun to perform here because if you look around, the whole place is very industrial as well. And it's all about power, it's all about believing in your dream and going after them, and it's kind of like a tough song to play, I have to admit.
This year's Mid-Autumn Festival Gala will be set in Shenyang, spotlighting the city's unique customs and iconic landmarks, offering a vibrant glimpse into the heart of Northeast China's Liaoning Province.
This year, we're hosting the gala in Shenyang. It's a city rich in culture and history. By holding the event here, we aim to showcase a dynamic Shenyang through our program. We will do so by using a mix of exciting visuals to feature local customs and highlight historical and cultural landmarks.
This year's Mid-Autumn Festival Gala takes place in Shenyang with the beautiful Dingxiang Lake Park set as its main stage. I've been told that this year's grand celebration will be an audio-visual feast. Cutting-edge technologies will be used to bring new visual experiences for viewers worldwide. To ensure a high-quality presentation, advanced broadcast technologies are integral to the production process. The gala also uses artificial intelligence to elevate the viewing experience, delivering a more immersive show.
For this year's Mid-Autumn Festival Gala production, CMG's technical team has integrated AI technology to assist in the creation of the program. We are integrating AI into the cultural relics and letting them tell their own stories at the gala. We can also time travel via AI and present the emotions that we want to express. These innovations bring new features to the gala and have helped to reduce costs while increasing efficiency in the production process.
The Mid-Autumn Festival is a traditional Chinese festival celebrated on the 15th day of the 8th month on the lunar calendar. It is a time of the year for family reunions and sharing mooncakes, among many other customs. Lin Lin, CGTN, Shenyang. Speaking of iconic images associated with the beloved Moon Festival, the jade rabbit on the moon and mooncakes shared by family members are imageries that capture the essence of this traditional holiday. But this year, a photographer in the suburbs of Beijing is reimagining the Mid-Autumn Festival with the most unexpected subjects. Through Maye's lens, everyday food items are glammed up into stunning landscapes and tableaux of nature. Today, let's see what our host Julian Wakan discovers in the artist's magical creations.
The Songzhuan Artist Village, blended into the canvas of the suburban sprawl of eastern Beijing, is home to the largest artist community in the capital. Here, you'll find Chinese contemporary art in many of its expressions, from paintings to sculptures, and from calligraphy to photography. It's also where age-old traditions find new life and are reimagined.
The moon, food, and reunion are the heart and soul of the Mid-Autumn Festival. Today we're going behind the scenes of a photographer who's masterfully recreating the magic of this traditional holiday using the very food you expect to see on the table.
This is food photographer Ma's studio, one that can easily be mistaken for a Michelin star chef's back kitchen. On the menu today, a 3-course repast of photographs that would leave both the erudite taste buds and minds spellbound.
大家好，我叫马野，我是美食摄影师，美食纪录片导演，时尚马野品牌创始人。那这里大家看到的呢，是一个意境山水景观，它呢是用石材搭建出来的。那首先呢，大家注意到的是背景大片连绵的山峦。 它们呢，其实是用平菇和土豆营造出来的。那耸入云霄的2座奇峰是生姜，但是呢，是应季的新鲜嫩姜。最前面的呢，是2个高矮不一样的新鲜的莲蓬，背靠背做出来的香炉。焚香呢，是中秋雅事之一。古人呢，经常通过雅事来欢度中秋，比如常说的4大雅事有挂画、 插花、赏月，还有这里看到的焚香。我觉得食物之所以能够成为我每一个拍摄故事的主人公，不仅仅呢是因为它们给予了我们生命的延续，而更重要的是通过它们，我们可以再次回归大自然，与万物合一、团圆。
Ma's goal is to bring nature closer to life, and to make life blossom in the most unexpected way, through his artful depictions of delectable foods into luminous reflections on elegance and serenity in the spirit of Song Dynasty paintings.
海上生明月，天涯共此时。情人怨遥夜，竟夕起相思。
大家好，我是东方美学花道师佳妮，也是这个片场的美术指导。我呢认为中秋节是一个浪漫的节日。那在以往的今日，我会和好友坐在花园里赏月聊天。那今天在这个作品中呢，我用到的是田园中的萝卜、大蒜、树上的橘子和元稹诗中的菊花。这些秋天的蔬果呢，它有着秋天 独特的色彩，我们拿它作为插花的元素。插花呢，也是古人的雅事之一。在这个月圆之日，我希望普通的食材也能开出美丽的花，让花绽放在我们的心里，让美映射在我们的眼中。
As symbolized by the round full moon, the Mid-Autumn Festival is ultimately about family and reunion, celebrated with food and drinks.
独在异乡为异客，每逢佳节倍思亲。
今夜月明人尽望，不知秋思落谁家。
举杯邀明月，对影成三人。哇！
好，那咱们干杯！
干了，
好，干了。
来，
好。
Chinese communities around the world are gearing up for this traditional holiday, and almost no Mid-Autumn Festival is complete without these traditional pastry. And if you take a look at these delicious mooncakes over here, my personal favorite is this one, the classic lotus seed paste with salted egg yolk. And for this year, bakers in San Francisco's Chinatown are adding their own creative twist to this beloved treat. Let's join Era Spitzer to find out more.
Hannah Zhang is hard at work making mooncakes. Her iCafe bakery in the heart of San Francisco's Chinatown is especially busy this time of year. Here she's showing a visitor from San Francisco's Chinese Chamber of Commerce, who's also translating, some secrets to crafting these delicacies.
It takes a lot of patience and really just a very soft touch to molding so the fillings don't break.
And while she does traditional fillings like lotus paste, she also specializes in what she calls seasonal varieties, like this one with a black sesame filling.
So we have here a black sesame filling. It's one of the most unique flavors we have in iCafe. And now we're going to put in an egg yolk.
Just around the corner at the AA Bakery and Cafe, owner Henry Chen has also been experimenting with some new twists on the classic treat, a staple of the Mid-Autumn Festival, a major Chinese holiday.
We have a lot of different, like, the date, watermelon, pineapple, strawberry, and mango, and seasoned nuts.
They're part of a trend in San Francisco and elsewhere to have fun experimenting with mooncakes.
Visitors to San Francisco's Chinatown can find all sorts of mooncakes here, especially in the months leading up to the Mid-Autumn Festival. Whether it's a traditional or modern variety, it's a way to connect with a tradition that stretches back more than 1,000 years.
Mooncakes and the Moon Festival are a way to remind people what this historic Chinatown community has to offer.
In the spirit of the Moon Festival, it gives us another reason to gather with their friends and family, to attract people who's never been to San Francisco's Chinatown and see why there's so much preservation here. It is the oldest Chinatown in the nation still.
There's a 2-day celebration ahead of the festival where people can sample local mooncake creations and other culinary treats. And that's a welcome sight for the many small businesses here still trying to bounce back from the drop in tourism during the pandemic.
I think in addition to Moon Festival, I truly believe that the city is coming into the right direction of attracting tourism and even preserving our local small businesses here. So please come visit San Francisco's Chinatown, and you're always welcomed here.
And after trying the local varieties, mooncake lovers looking for unique flavors may find they've left their heart in this city by the bay. Ira Spitzer, CGTN, San Francisco.
Just as mooncakes are a delicious symbol of the Mid-Autumn Festival, intricately crafted lanterns add a magical glow to the celebrations. During this time of the year in Hong Kong, lantern displays light up parks and the harborfront, showcasing a craft that's part of the city's cultural heritage. Among the masters keeping this tradition alive is Kenneth Mo, who has been in the business for 27 years. Laura Westbrook went to meet him.
At this tiny shop tucked away in a market in Hong Kong's northern New Territories, a moon gives a hint at what's inside. Paper artisan Kenneth Mo has been busy preparing for the Mid-Autumn Festival, a holiday that is celebrated during the autumn harvest, when the Chinese believe the moon is the brightest. Lanterns are one of the oldest traditions of the festival, used to make wishes and decorate homes. By far the most popular lantern is the rabbit, a nod to the character from the myth who joins Lady Chang'e in the moon.
Traditional lanterns is very rare, so I would like to buy a traditional one for this festival this year.
Smaller lanterns are made in a factory, while Mo makes some bigger ones himself, and custom orders like this Chinese unicorn head used by dance troupes to usher in luck. These too he handles himself. Mo's interest in making lanterns and paper decorations was peaked at 13 when he sought to repair a paper lion head damaged during the traditional lion dance. He went on to study the craft before turning his hobby into his business.
I spent a lot of time watching and learning, trying to understand this craft. It wasn't until I was 25 that I quit my job as a tour guide and I opened my own store.
27 years later, his business is still going, with 200 to 300 custom orders during the festival. While Hong Kong's glory days of paper crafts may be over, Mo believes they remain integral to preserving the city's culture.
Without us, the whole tradition is not complete. We are facilitating the traditions. For example, the Chiang Chau Bun Festival, you will need religious crafts to support the whole event.
His passion for preserving the arts led him to start a charity, teaching the craft to students.
It is easy to lose this craftsmanship since it is already considered an intangible cultural heritage, so it is in danger. If it disappears, it would become one of those things we only read about in textbooks, rather than seeing this art in person.
Mo believes this ancient tradition will carry on.
It is not just a hope, because festivals need generations to gather together, as seniors will pass on to the younger ones. As long as they have senior family members, it can be continued.
Mo says he will continue to work until his hands don't function and do his part to make sure this craft keeps shining for years to come. Laura Westbrook for CGTN, Hong Kong.
Singapore is also immersed in the spirit of the Mid-Autumn Festival. From lively lanterns to a floral showcase, the city-state celebration are bringing families together to honor tradition, indulge in mooncakes, and enjoy a variety of performances and activities. CGTN's Mira Liu has more.
Gardens by the Bay, one of Singapore's iconic landmarks, has come alive with colors, lights, and flavors of the Mid-Autumn Festival.
We have so many iconic things. Say, for example, the Dragon Playground right behind me. It's a replica of the original one that was built in 1979, and it has become a cultural, iconic playground of Singapore. It defines the theme of this year, which is nostalgia, playtime, and to have people to come back and relive the memories of their childhood.
This year marks the first collaboration between Gardens by the Bay and local illustrator Ah Guo. Known for his whimsical style, Ah Guo has designed a 20-meter-long lantern depicting classic Mid-Autumn elements such as mooncakes and jam biscuits. But the scene stealer this year is Singapore's largest ever flower carpet. Spanning 44 meters in diameter, the display is made of 75,000 plants. Across town, the Sun Yat-sen Nanyang Memorial Hall is celebrating the festival with a focus on tradition.
We basically transformed the Memorial Hall into a moon palace. We try as much as possible to promote traditional Chinese heritage and culture to Singaporeans, all walks of life. So it can be seniors to the adults, and of course children, because we want to promote and encourage intergeneration engagements and interactions.
Many took the opportunity to dress up in traditional Chinese attire, Hanfu, for memorable photos against the hall's historic backdrop. Guests enjoyed diverse activities, including pomelo and mooncake tasting, tea sampling, storytelling, and lantern decorating. The absolute crowd favorite, however, was the LED lion dance, with kids cheering loudly as the lions lit up the night. The festivities at Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall this year are bittersweet, as it is set to close for restorations until 2027. The Mid-Autumn is one of Singapore's most significant festivals, cherished not only by the Chinese community, but also embraced by expats and tourists. Celebrations across the city-state reflect how deeply the festival is woven into Singapore's cultural landscape. Mira Liu, CGTN, Singapore.
Welcome back to The Vibe. Moon gazing is one of the must-do things during the Mid-Autumn Festival. Whether you're a professional photographer or just snapping pictures for fun, capturing the full moon's beauty has become a popular way to celebrate this special occasion. On social media, people around the world are getting creative with their moon photos. They're using everyday items like flashlights, balloons, and even mooncakes to craft fun and imaginative shots. It's all about having a playful interaction with the moon and sharing those moments online. And in some places, you'll even catch a bright and round supermoon with just your eyes. It occurs when a full moon coincides with the moon being closest to Earth in its orbit. This results in the moon appearing larger and brighter than usual, making it a fantastic subject for some awe-inspiring photography. For this Mid-Autumn Festival, Chinese artist He Wei and his team are captivating audiences with a series of short videos that blend traditional motifs like the jade rabbits and full moon with modern digital techniques. His latest project reimagines iconic festival symbols through a high-tech lens. In our interview, He discusses his motivation for this project and his drive to bridge cultural gaps. Take a look. For this year's Mid-Autumn Festival, artist He Wei and his team are bringing the rich symbolism of this ancient holiday to life. From the mythological jade rabbit to the serene glow of the full moon, each element tells a story rooted in Chinese tradition. And for this holiday season, dinnerware is also playing a key role in He's work.
中国人对于吃，它是一个行为过程，然后更多的会把关注度放在食物本身，但是承载食物的这个要素，它就是食器，它更像是如果食物是画的话，食器就是画框，所以我们觉得如果把食器做好，因为它里边也会有很多的中国传统的纹样的要素，所以我们把它做成了一个专题。
He Wei and his team put considerable effort into designing this pedestal plate, drawing on inspiration from ancient relics.
今年的食器的这个作品，其实是我们自己用3D 建模的方式去塑造了一个食物的器皿，它是我们自己创造的一个造型，它的造型取决于中国那种豆。但是它的这种装饰，一方面来自了就刚才提到的铜镜，还有一方面它来自于宫灯。那么这2个元素呢，我们又做了另外2个短视频。
Chewing Theory's animations showcase not only Chinese festivals, but also the solar terms on the Chinese calendar. According to He Wei, these terms reveal how Chinese people perceive time, while also connecting with the changing seasons and their surroundings.
因为之前在美国和中国工作的这些关系，会发现西方和中国对于时间的认知是完全不同的。就是西方的时间观是一个线性的，就是它会从一个原点无限的向这个未来去奔走。但是中国的这种时间观是完全不同的，它是一个环形的。我们能不能找到一个比较平实的比较生活化的一个语境能够让大家认知和了解？那么我觉得就是24节气和节日是很重要的一个研究方向，因为里面体现了很多的我们如何去生活，我们如何吃东西，然后我们的日常的仪式是什么。
He Wei believes that culture is shaped not only by visual or auditory content, but also by technology, which plays a crucial role in its formation.
那么现在3D 也好，或者说是我们现在团队，我也在鼓励大家开始去使用很多的这种 AI 新的技术。那么这些技术其实是从另外一个层面保证了我们对于传统要素、对于现代的这种视觉转化的一个可行的表达。那也从这个项目开始，我们也希望未来从这种 AIGC 的方式能够嵌入进来，用更多的一些技术可以做一些新的表达。
Through these digital works, He Wei and his team honor ancient Chinese traditions while showing how they can evolve and connect with new generations in China and beyond. Lin Lin, CGTN, Beijing. In recent years, many Taiwan compatriots come to Chinese mainland to seek career development opportunities. During this holiday season, CGTN reporter Zhen Yibing talked to a family from the Taiwan region now living in the city of Fuzhou in southeast China's Fujian province.
It's the time to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. Kang Yunming and his family are celebrating in Fuzhou. Kang used to be the rugby coach in the Taiwan region. He and his relatives came to Chinese mainland this year to start up new opportunities and promote the sport, which he believes helps young people. During their first Mid-Autumn Festival in Fuzhou, the families held parties and sing-alongs together and have joined various events.
In Taiwan, to celebrate the festival, we mainly have barbecues, either at home or in parties outside. In here, we found more galas and celebrations, like dances. It has more atmosphere for the Mid-Autumn Festival.
They hope there could be more exchanges across the Taiwan Strait.
There are many misunderstandings or biased reports on the mainland. But when we come here, we find what some media or internet celebrities said are not true.
We share the same roots and celebrate the same Mid-Autumn Festival. We should think more on the common prosperity like we have the same bright moon. We hope more Taiwan compatriots can come to see and feel and make objective judgment.
Zhen Yibing, CGTN, Fuzhou in Fujian Province.
A contemporary version of the classic Kunqu opera, The Peony Pavilion, that targets younger audiences, is now being championed by the venerated Chinese-American writer Pai Xianyong. Recently, it hit the stage in Peking University to commemorate its 20th anniversary. Let's take a look.
Kunqu is one of the oldest forms of traditional opera in China. With a history of over 600 years, it is known as the ancestor of all Chinese operas. And one of the most famous pieces of the genre, The Peony Pavilion, is wowing audiences once again in the capital. It was originally written by Ming Dynasty playwright Tang Xianzu, who is often compared to William Shakespeare. And in the youth version, the original 55 scenes have been rearranged into 27, combining classical Kunqu opera traditions with more modern art forms.
We respect the classics, but we do not always strictly adhere to them. We also draw on more modern trends, but we do not abuse that practice. Our production is rooted in the spirit of tradition while carefully infusing it with modern stage aesthetics. It's a successful combination of the traditional and the contemporary.
The modern version premiered in 2003 and has since become a major phenomenon, with over 400 performances held across the Chinese mainland, Hong Kong, and Macau, as well as in countries such as Greece, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Shen Li, CGTN.
And that's it for this edition of The Vibe. Before we go, we'll leave you with some clips of people celebrating the Mid-Autumn Festival across China. Thanks for watching. I'm Lin Lin in Beijing. Stay tuned for more news on CGTN.
Hello,
Hello and welcome to CGTN. Welcome to join us on this very special night. It's the 15th of the 8th month of the Chinese lunar calendar, which means it's the Mid-Autumn Festival. Now, on this special occasion, families usually get together to watch the full bright moon and everything else that's bright and beautiful, like these lanterns right behind me. Now, the tradition of watching lanterns during China's Mid-Autumn Festival goes back centuries, but this lantern fair here in the capital, Beijing, at the Garden Expo Park, has really taken things to a whole new level, boasting some of the record-setting lanterns. Joining me right now for this wonderful tour, this dazzling night, is Mr. Yang Yong, who's the artistic supervisor of this wonderful, dazzling lantern show here tonight. We have a special program for you tonight, a wonderful night. I'm glad to be the first one to kick off this special night, the first leg of this wonderful night, the journey of this wonderful night. So, Mr. Yang Yong, thank you so much for joining us. Can you just say hello and happy Mid-Autumn Festival to our audience?
大家好，这是灯会的艺术总监杨勇，我来自自贡。
Wow, okay. So Mr. Yang Yong has just introduced himself for our audience. He is the artistic supervisor, like I said before, of this wonderful lantern show, and he actually comes from Zigong. Zigong is I have to mention that really, because it's a very small city in southwest China's Guizhou Province, but they're really masters of lantern making. Tradition of Zigong lantern making goes back 1,000 years, and Zigong lanterns are actually listed as China's intangible cultural heritage. So, welcome again to Beijing. 欢迎您来到北京，欢迎您给我们带来了这一场视觉的盛宴。所以我们现在所站的这个位置，杨总，它的名字叫做迎宾门。迎宾门。迎宾门。对。So this wonderful gate behind us is called the Welcome Gate. So as its name suggests, is the entrance of this wonderful lantern fair tonight. This is where we go in for this dazzling feast, a visual feast for tonight. So 杨总，这个迎宾门有什么是您可以值得给我们介绍的？因为我看它很大。首先的第一的感官是它很大。
对。 这个迎宾门它总长是80米，是现在国内最长的，然后高是23米。
So it's 80米，80 meters wide and 23 meters tall. So it's a record-setting lantern in China. 在全国都是一个破纪录。
它是最长的，目前还不是最高的，但是是除了自贡灯会以外，外展最高的。
Okay.
最长，它是最长。
Okay, so this is the longest lantern in all of China and probably in all of the world. I just want to show our audience some of the traditional elements on the lanterns here. We're seeing the long. 给我们的龙一个镜头。Okay, so it's called the long in Chinese, and now it's directly translated into English as long, because it's really a very Chinese characteristic mythical creature. Without really a good English translation of it. It's the most auspicious animal in the Chinese culture, and this year, coincidentally, is also the year of the long. And 给我们的大红灯笼一个镜头. We're seeing these big red lanterns, which are cultural symbols of China, really. So just seeing this gate puts you in a holiday, in a festive, in a joyous mood. Okay, so this is where we go in. 那杨总，我们就进去吧。
好。
是进去带我们看一看。我已经迫不及待的想看看里面的这些。So, how long actually, or how big is this lantern fair? 咱们今年的这个灯会的面积啊，或者规模有多大？
面积有660亩。
660亩 so 660 mu is basically more than 100 acres. 然后这条主干道我看到的是3.5公里，对吧？
它整个环线，整个流线是3.5公里。哦。然后看一圈，走走停停看的话，要接近3。
So the main tourist road is 3.5 kilometers long. If you really want to take in the
with more of a focus on fun and sportsmanship.
The most important rule change that should be noted for people back home is there will not be any dribbling. And this is a profound change for many of the American basketball players who have based their practices and techniques in this dribbling skill. The lack of dribbling is done to make it easier for people with less skill or of different ages to begin playing the game of basketball and focus more on the passing and other sportsmanship aspects of the game.
Yeah, and a note on the officials for this evening. It's going to be local village officials who will be officiating this game. And contrary to bigger basketball games where there's VAR and video referees, this will be officiated solely by them, and all on-court decisions will be final.
We see the two spokespeople introducing the game to the fans in the area, and some of the American players and coaches hyping up the crowd, which is great to see. Such a lively atmosphere in this arena, and I, for one, am ready to see how this game plays out.
Yeah, I'm super excited as these introductions start. One thing that we're going to be seeing this evening is going to be huge festive crowds, people wearing traditional Miao clothing, which is the ethnic minority which is indigenous to this region, drums, food stalls, and really just a cultural celebration of the place.
So the game that we are going to be watching is an example of the TwinBA, or the Village Basketball Association. This association is based loosely off of the CBA, or the Chinese Basketball Association, and the village aspect of the name is to emphasize the grassroots nature of the league. It has been popular since about 2016, but with the explosion of Chinese social media in recent years, this game has become even more popular amongst the general public in China and internationally.
Yeah, and the basketball particularly, so this game is being held in Taipan Village in Taijiang County, Guizhou, with a mainly Miao ethnic minority. And basketball here, interestingly, plays is essential to local festivals, especially the Gainian Festival, which is a celebration of their new year, and it fosters both community unity and celebration, which is awesome.
The development of basketball in the outer reaches of Chinese society has had profound impacts on not only the cultural developments of the communities, but also on the economic aspects. With the importance of basketball and the cultural infusion, the tourist market has seen a significant boost. The infrastructure surrounding the village has had profound changes, and most importantly, the foreign aspect of basketball has become infused with the cultural heritage of the Miao ethnic minority in the area and those in the surrounding region.
Yeah, and where we are today, I've seen this many times before, folks, but Taipan Village truly is one of the most beautiful villages in Guizhou. Shots that you're going to see of the surrounding basketball court really highlight just how spectacular the surroundings are. I'd feel lucky to play on this court, that's for sure.
As the announcements continue and the spokespeople are beginning to call in the fans, we see some Americans sporting the Native American garb, which is representative of Washington State in the area, as they cheer on the fans.
And I think we're going to be seeing a cultural celebration and showcase by some of the Americans that have been invited here today to Taipan Village. They're going to continue onwards, and one more thing I'd want to talk about is really just Taipan's village using basketball as a tourism boost. What we've seen in the past is that the Guizhou, or the ancient town of smaller places in China, which have been preserved historically, become used as a way to draw tourists in. And in Guizhou in particular, a lot of these villages are more remote and harder to get to. And what that means is they keep a lot of their original character and original feel of the place that they've had, of the community that's lived there for generations.
Another aspect of that cultural heritage that my partner was just talking about is it's not only just a basketball game to a lot of the people in Taipan Village. It is really a celebration of their cultural heritage in combination with sport. People of all ages from 2 to 82 come out to see these games and cheer on their local community members. And that's another thing to highlight about these teams. All of the members who are playing are come from the surrounding villages and have lived in this town or this village for almost their entire lives. And this just goes to show how over time, as basketball has become more important in the area, more and more of those community members have wanted to engage with it and really cheer on and both play in the game.
And as a bit of a Guma Lancio aficionado, their partner, what are some of the keys you see to winning in this modified version of basketball?
So without the accent of having to dribble, the games become a lot more physical inside the paint. As we have previously stated, the refs are a little more lenient with the calls in order to facilitate faster play of game and more flow. So the Americans should really be ready to be a little bit of physicality inside the paint as they drive, and as well as the Guma really try to move the ball around the outside and then drive hard. So be ready to take some charges.
Yeah, I think that defensively, a sort of a 3-2 zone is what I'd be running for this particular variation of basketball, seeing as we see so much more action inside the paint. And the incredibly fast pace in which this game works means that I would personally not be going for a full court press. I'd be looking to drop back, save those legs, because later on, especially on the fast break, that really is what can make the difference. Transition basketball really is a key here, partner. That's for sure.
That's a really important point, because in many American-style basketball games, the speed is really highlighted because it's hard for the defense to get back into position. Where in Guma basketball, the Americans are going to have to not only be physically ready to run up and down the court, they are going to need to be prepared to take those hits and then go back on defense after scoring a basket.
I couldn't agree more. Offensively, one thing that I think could be a key is just spreading the floor, you know? If players can look to use the space around them, can look to space the floor, get the ball pinging around, they can try and look for cutting men or ladies inside, and find themselves some open looks.
Lastly, I think something that'll be very apparent to the viewers back home is the impact that basketball, or the amount that basketball has changed over the years. While the Guma do drive in and try for layups, they also are not hesitant to take those 3 shots, which just goes to show you that the importance of a 3-pointer has even taken hold here in China.
Yeah, and I think that the 3-point line we're playing on a slightly modified court here. So, you know, taking shots from deep, if they can find good looks, and if these teams have been practicing for spacing the floor, that really could make the difference.
Totally agree, and as this cultural showing of Native American dance work continues, it's really interesting to see how the dichotomy between the cultural heritage of the Chinese people, as well as the cultural heritage of the Americans, is
just so different.
It's so different.
And for me, it's a good reminder that the U.S. too is extremely diverse. It's a tapestry and patchwork of people from cultures around the world that have amalgamated to form what is uniquely American. And I think that this particular dance is a great great way of showcasing Native American culture, which has thousands and thousands and thousands of years of history. So it's great that they can share this with the community here in Guizhou, with the community here in Taipan, as the fans in Taipan and in Guizhou seem to be loving it.
That's a great point, because oftentimes Americans or Chinese have one conception of the other country, and by showing these different aspects of American culture, it shows both sides that there is more to the eye than what is seen in the media, and that's just, it really is, this dance highlights that nature of the game.
This really showcasing how, you know, sport can be used as a force for unity, and I think that's really what today's game is all about, how sport can be used to bring people together from around the world, from very different backgrounds, to get out on the court, have fun. And that's really what today is all about. Just getting out, having fun, reminding people that staying active is important, reminding people that sport, in whatever form it may take, can bring people together, which is just awesome. Going back to the basketball for a second, in some previous iterations of this anti-basketball that we've watched, I also think that their lineup choice can be quite important, you know, whether or not they're going for small ball lineup, whether or not they're looking to stretch the floor a bit more, whether or not they go inside. Partner, what do you think about that?
With the added physicality of Guma basketball, the choice of lineup is even more important, I would say, than in some American renditions of the game. If you do not have players ready to take those hits and play solid defense inside the paint and are going for more of a speed or length lineup, it can cost you in the long run. If you're not able to box out those Gumas in the paint, you are not going to be able to get those second chance opportunities. And without those second chance opportunities, you're not going to be able to catch up with them.
I couldn't agree more. I think that personally, if I was in charge of lineups here, I'd be looking at trying to strike a balance between big men on the inside who can get rebounds, because we've seen before that rebounds are key to winning this game, and shooters who can space the floor and beat threats from wide, who can really cause the opposition some problems. Alternatively, you know, what do we think about five big men on the floor? How would that play out?
While I think that would be good in the aspect of getting the rebounds, because as we mentioned, the refs are more lenient with the foul calls, so I fear that the Americans may not be ready for how few free throw opportunities they receive. But having 5 big men on the floor, that would be a problem in my opinion, because the Guma really try to push the ball down the court as fast as possible. Once they get that rebound, they are looking for the long pass. They're not trying to set up an offense as they slowly bring the ball up court. Without the dribbling, you can pass the ball significantly faster, you can catch people on the run and fit that ball into tighter situations without having to worry about your player being able to dribble after that. So I think a 5-man big lineup, while smart on the surface, would cause some problems later on.
I couldn't agree more. I think some balance would be really important. And I think, you know, if we move into the positions, what do you think would make a great point guard for anti-basketball here? Because I feel that it is different from, you know, the traditional basketball that we're used to watching at home, and as such, the point guard has different responsibilities. Maybe you could tell us share some thoughts on that.
Having a small point guard might seem counterintuitive, but one that is quick and can quickly move around the outside arc would really pose some difficulties for the defense. Without needing to dribble, you can almost entirely have your eyes up and looking for that inside feed. So having a point guard who is effective in passing, but also shooting, is going to be crucial. If you have one who can't move too fast or doesn't have that ball vision, they're going to be quickly surrounded by the Gumas who play vicious defense. So you need a quick point guard to really take advantage of this court.
Quick point guard and a point guard with great stamina, I think, is also important. So whether these people have been doing laps at the track, laps at the supermarket, or laps of anywhere else, they're going to need to have the stamina to be able to play really a two-way game, because that's what Guma basketball is. You know, it's a two-way sport that really needs to emphasize both offensive and defensive characteristics. For me, one thing in particular that I really I think is important for a point guard is their agility. If they can whip up people and put them in the blender, that could be decisive for both morale and for just getting the ball up the floor quickly.
I totally agree. The point guard is going to be that first line of defense if the ball is turned over, which there are a lot of turnovers in this because the Antis are not afraid to jump on passes that they think they can jump on, and they're not afraid to hound the inside position and strip the ball away from even big men. So having a point guard that can both have vision but also the speed and tenacity to get back and be the first line of defense against these fast breaks is going to be crucial to winning this game. But what do you think about having a shooter. Do you think that's going to be important in this game, or do you think most of the points are going to be scored on the inside and small jump shots?
I think that a really strong stretch option could really be decisive in this game if utilized correctly. You know, if we look at the shooting guard position, if an individual can be running, you know, and this is where that stamina is really going to be coming in. If they can be running around screens, be running into the corners, hitting them from downtown, making it rain, you know, that could be huge for either team here.
The screens you mentioned are going to be particularly influensive on this game, I think, because while the base characteristics of Chinese basketball and American basketball are very similar, they do tend to highlight different aspects of the game because of how they're influenced. For example, in American basketball, picks and rolls and screens are almost synonymous with having a court lineup. However, in Chinese basketball, it tends to be slightly more ISO and one-on-one related.
Guma basketball,
in Guma basketball, it tends to be very isolated and try to make your own play and then look for the open man. So I think that picks are going to be really important for this American team in order to get past that staunch defense and also find open people.
Couldn't agree more. And now just some recaps here of some of the American contingent that have made their way to Guizhou. Well, smiles all around by the looks of it. They look like they're having a great time. And I count themselves as lucky, you know. There's the ability to see new culture, the ability to broaden one's horizon in whatever context. Personally, I think is a key skill that you can take away and will impact you for the rest of your life. And how do you think, what would be the key characteristics of moving down the lineup now of a small forward for Guma Lanqiao?
I think you said it perfectly when you said you needed to stretch the court. We've highlighted already how quick this pace of game is because the Guma are not afraid to throw the ball down court. Having a stretch forward who can really push the ball and push the tempo and cause the Guma to back up in the defense is going to be crucial for the American team to get themselves into a rhythm. If they do not have someone who can stretch the court and possibly cause the Guma some troubles down low, the Guma love to play a full court press and really hound their opponents. So having someone who can quickly run down after defense and be an option for the point guard to move the ball up is going to be really important for them if they want to adapt to this style of basketball.
I couldn't agree more. And this game, the CGTN game here, great to see it getting more of a global showcase. Great to see that this basketball is becoming bigger and bigger worldwide. It's awesome to see grassroots sport grow, and I think this applies to all sports everywhere. Positionally, you know, I couldn't agree more with what you were just saying about the small forward. For me, power forward who could be the difference here, you know? A hustled rebounder. Somebody who is not afraid to use their body, get up, get the glass, and just hustle on boards. Could be the difference here. Adding the kind of firepower to an assisting, being another center, really.
Rebounds are going to be the most important aspect of this game. If the American team is not ready to box out and be tough on those boards, it's going to be quite shocking for them when the Gumas are ready to use their bodies and push those Americans out of the paint and get those rebounds and therefore take away their second chances. As it looks like we are about to start this match, the Americans look pumped and ready to go, as do the Gumas, and I, for one, can't wait to see how this game goes.
Yeah, this playthrough of American and Chinese cooperation, of a sport of these two countries coming together and being able to use sport as a vessel to build bonds is just fantastic as these 10 individuals make their way out to the court. I think this is a showcase of the American team now, who getting some chance for some photo ops. And partner, just think for a second what it must mean to them. You know, they've come from far away, made their way to a country a lot of them probably don't have that much exposure to, They're on the big stage today, which is just awesome. You know, the blinding lights would be truly flashing down all around them.
I think I can speak for all student athletes out there. It is always your dream from your youngest days to be on a main court and feel those cameras on you and be in a position where you have tons of fans cheering your name. So I can't even imagine how these Americans feel to be in China in a totally new place, in a totally new cultural setting, but still feel so welcomed by the local community around them. And vice versa for the Guma, who also are ready to experience this spotlight, but in a completely different sense than the Americans. They have their local community cheering them on. So
yeah, and this for them would definitely be their moment in the spotlight too. Stalwarts, I'm sure, of their local community. I doubt they've had a chance before to play a game like this under such scrutiny, with so many people there to watch, with what is clearly a sold out arena here this evening. This is packed in with crowds, you know, that numbers that I've rarely ever seen before.
Oh no, you're
These are
totally
some of the
right.
biggest numbers we've ever seen for games like this, and it's
Totally
beautiful.
right. And as we see the two teams come together briefly and bow to the fans to show their respect, and it looks like the game is about to commence as the American team does one last huddle before taking the floor. This
Yeah.
should be one for the ages.
I couldn't agree more. This one will be down in the history book. Historians probably will be talking about this for a long time to come. Sports historians, be it that way. And here are our three referees for the evening. All I'm sure, who are going to do their best job trying to officiate what is just a truly beautiful exhibition of sports cooperation and international kind of community coming together.
The importance of these refs and the skills of these refs really can't be understated. They are being forced to take two different conceptions of basketball and be fair to both teams, which takes a lot of ingenuity, trying to combine the aspects of the American game with the Chinese game as tip-off looks like it's going to commence.
Yeah, jump ball looks like it's about to start here. Ball goes up, won clearly by the Taijiang team. Taijiang dribbling up the floor, kicks it to the corner, back up to the top of the key, into the corner again, back. Great movement so far, in the corner, and that's going to be a turnover there. The Americans now, the team from Washington, looking to inbound quickly. Partner, I think it's going to be crucial that both teams can settle some nerves early on and get into a bit of a rhythm.
It looked like the American team was ready for that physicality as they pushed, as she drives in.
Drives in. Skyhook goes up, misses, but rebounded by the team from Taijiang. Running around the screen set once.
As the Taijiang team looks to move the ball up court, but throws it out of bounds. It's going to be the Washington team's ball as they look to score these first opening points in the first half.
And that is one coach that looks proud of his 5 players that are out here today. 37 now with the ball, making the way up the court. Goes around the screen. Oh, looks for the open lady on the inside. Oh, stolen behind the back. And now the Taijiang team going around the screen. Ball goes up once more time.
Looks for the inside man.
Lane.
Great pass there.
Oh, just misses.
Able to get the rebound for second chance opportunities.
And the crowd, they look like they're loving it. And fumbled and won back by the U.S. team. U.S. trying to drive out of the high press.
It looks like they really are ready for this physicality. They are bumping and bruising in there as the ball is kicked out of bounds by the Taijiang team.
And I think that's going to be the a team for the inbound for the team from Washington. Sorry, inbound now goes to the inside, stolen by the team from Taijiang. Oh, where are you going? Plays inside, cuts, beautiful basket, bingo.
It was a great first basket. Great look inside to keep the ball moving as the Americans did a full court press there. Let's see if they can respond.
Ball goes inside, stolen by Taijiang. Plays it in front. Is she going to go for the dunk? Ball goes up and just misses. Rebounded by the Americans.
We see already how quickly the Guma are moving the ball up court. They are not hesitating to look for that Hail Mary pass as the American team moves the ball around the outside rim.
Drives inside hard and
foul called on the Taijiang team.
And I think that's definitely a foul call. The team from Washington using their body and their physicality well there. I'm impressed that they've adapted so quickly to new rules of the game.
Not having to dribble, it sure has to be a mind bender for them. When you spent your whole life practicing one way and then have to adapt your game in such a different and loud setting, it's got to be tough, but the Americans look like they're doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, just got to make sure the pressure doesn't get to them. 26 now with the ball on the inside.
Directing traffic while having the ball.
0 kicks it to number 16. Mid-range jumper from 16. Can't make it land. Rebounded by Taijiang. Taijiang making the way up the court. It's a 3-on-1 here. Oh, plays it on the inside. Mid-range jumper. Makes it. Bingo.
That was a great jump shot there by the Taijiang team as they quickly run back on the defense. Opting for a more stay-at-home strategy rather than trying to pressure the American team in that court. I think that's a smart
39.
decision.
Using her pace, driving up quickly. Can't get it to land.
As we've seen so far, rebounds are crucial in this game. The Taijiang team has 2 points already off second chances, and as she drives again, goes for the layup but misses and is quickly recovered by the Americans.
16 now making their way up the court. Oh, contemplates a mid-range jumper. 26 now looking for space. Hands it off to number 0.
The Americans moving around the outside, looking to push it in, but is
37 jostling. She's double teamed there.
Feeling the pressure by the Taijiang team.
And now 16. 26 on the outside. How can the Americans respond? Can they get their first points on the board here? 26 using her body goes up and can't quite make it.
That was a great drive by 26 there. Way to use her offhand to protect the ball as Taijiang moves it up and quickly. Wow, that was a fast break opportunity that they took advantage of.
Like lightning.
Let's see how the American can respond here. I think so far they've done a good job on the inside, but they're driving right into the paws of the Taijiang team, and it's causing some trouble for them. Let's see how they can adjust.
Yeah,
I couldn't agree. Timeout is called.
Jackson, that last bucket, they moved that ball up in transition in a flash. That was like, I felt like I was watching Lightning McQueen there.
3 steps from half court and the ball was on the move. The Taijiang team really takes advantage of the ball moves faster than your feet mentality and are really unselfish and don't really care who scores as long as that ball goes in the basket.
I think the team from Washington now are going to be looking to make some substitutions, maybe get some fresh legs. It might have only been 3 minutes, but it's a physical showing of sport out here. Some substitutions being made.
And they look excited. Even though they're down 6, the Washington team looks pumped and ready to go and ready to get these 6 points back.
And what an opportunity it must be for these players. They look like they're having a great time. What a great chance it is for them to get out and play sport like this on a stage I'm sure none of them have ever played on before. To have it broadcast as well, truly incredible.
What do you think the American team can do a little better on defense to kind of stop these fast breaks by the Taijiang team?
I think that I think they got to adjust to not playing so high a press, making sure that they can stay low, protect the basket. Baskets are coming from the inside, so looking to protect it like that.
And a mess down low as the ball is going in every direction possible and stolen by the Taipan team. A Hail Mary pass at the court, caught by a player. And up it goes, but goes off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. American ball. And it looks like the Americans are bringing the ball up the court once again. Looking for space inside. Finds it in the corner, in the low post. And goes up, but misses the layup. And up she goes again, but another miss from the Americans. In a scram for the ball as a foul is called. And the Taipan team with excellent defense there, now looking to take the ball up the court. The Americans trying their best on defense to stop them, but an open pass and a look inside for an unsuccessful finish in an American ball. 23 running up the court now, full speed ahead, only to miss the layup. Caught by the Taipan team. Tajiang looking to get through the screens. A two-pointer is shot but is missed. And number 17 wasting no time. Number 17 on the American team, only to airball the layup. Tajiang making a Hail-Berry pass that goes out of bounds. A miracle of a pass there. And a timeout.
And timeout's called now for still the score remains 6-0. I think that the Americans are going to have to look to get a basket on the board if they want to continue to stay in this game. Goes around one screen, incredible pace by number 39. Shot goes up, just misses. Put back opportunity, bingo!
Great shot by number 0. She was able to get that rebound from the quick play by 39 and pulls the too strong move. I love that. And another steal by her. Wow,
Whoa.
She is playing great so far.
Ball goes up the court, 39. Lightning McQueen here. Oh, kicks it back up. Resetting now for number 37.
Looking to move the ball.
Fakes the handoff. Goes inside. Driving hard to the rim. Handoff again. Can't quite get the basket to land.
As the Taijiang team quickly uses their speed to push up the court. She's being accosted by blue members. Oh! Get that out of here by number 37.
Wow, incredible defense there to prevent what have been a sure basket right then.
And the Americans are hyped up in the stands, hands on their head. I can't believe it either.
Oh me, oh my. That truly was something there, huh, partner?
Swatted that. Wow. Like a fly in the air. Swatted it right
inside, there. Great bounce pass and brilliant basket to the rim. Incredible vision to find the open ante and get themselves a basket. Great recovery off that block, I must say.
It's got to be a little bit mentally. Oh, great feed inside. Wow, that was some beautiful pass work, tic-tac-toe.
And those American fans are loving it. Look at them celebrate with their pots and pans.
They've closed the gap now to 4 as Taijiang is back on the attack. Looking for inside as they move the ball around quickly, trying to spread out and the American coach is hyping up the fans. Wow, great to see.
Ball goes up, teardrop floater, can't get it to land.
Great rebound by 37 as a foul is called.
Foul is called, and that's going to be an inbound for blue. Inbound for the American team. 4-point game now, and I can safely say we've got a game on our hands.
The Americans look like they adjusted well coming out of that second timeout. They tend to be using their numbers 39 speed as she is running out there like an NFL running back as she uses her agility.
Tries to hand it off to number 0. Number 0 hustles, gets the ball. 37. Whoa, Euro step!
Jab. Wow. But quickly hounded by the Taijiang defenders inside. Steals it back.
Puts up the shot, can't quite get it to land.
Hail Mary down the court to the open Taijiang player as
go for the dunk! And, can't get the layup to land. Now, back to number 0.
She's looked great so far as she uses her size and agility to really put some pressure on the Taijiang players inside.
Now, 37 at the 3-point line. Kicks it again. American players need to remember that they can move freely. Mid-range jumper. Oh,
looks like
get it to land.
It's going to be Washington's ball as the Taijiang player tipped it out. Even though that didn't go in, I like that shot selection by 39. Once you can assert that you're an outside threat, the Taijiang players are going to have to be out of the paint a little bit, and which will open up some more shots from the inside.
Substitution made as number 35 checks in. 0 now to inbound. Looks to find an open lady. Plays it inside to 39. 39 goes around, throws it out to 17. Mid-range jumper. Can't quite get it to land, but hustle! Hustle from
tapped in. Wow.
That's truly amazing from them. Those Gumas. Oh.
Can't quite handle the pass, but that's another example of the fast-paced play that the Gumas really do enjoy.
And the physicality doesn't just extend to driving hard into the paint. She put her body on the line to keep that ball in. Gotta love it.
They're really feeling the pressure out here on the court and are ready to put everything on the line for their community. As the
Number 0 with the ball now. Mid-range jumper goes up. Bingo!
Wow, you gotta wonder if she yelled something when she let that shot go as she pulls a too strong emotion again.
Splash City out here, partner. Let's see. Wow, 2-point game now. Guma's running around. Runs around one screen. Kicks it out to the top of the key. Plays it inside. Oh, and I think that was blocked there by the American player. 37 checks out. Substitutions being made.
And once again, just to highlight the physicality and endurance that all of these players have, it's not just about the running up and down the court, but feeling that pressure on the inside as you're boxed out by 2 or 3 people on every rebound. It's got to be tough as the Taijiang players line up for their first free throws of the night.
Just under 2 minutes on the clock now. First free throws of the game. And as we talked about this before the game started, free throws are going to be key here. You know, consistency in these. These are points that may seem trivial, but definitely do add up.
Couldn't be more right. While few in number, the few free throws that each team will get during the game are going to be the deciding factors. As she goes up for the first one and is able to get it to fall off the backboard.
Splash. The Guma now up by 3 points. Second free throw goes up and splits the pair, but rebounded by the team from Taijiang. Shot goes up again, rebounded and out of the high press. Got to play it inside now. Oh,
that was a good look, though. A good look to push the floor as 39 plays some good defense, and the Gumas are able to score in that transition. I think 9 of the 11 points scored by the Gumas so far have all been in transition, which is going to be something the Americans need to watch out for going forward.
Truly beautiful, their basketball they're playing in transition right now.
39
drives inside, tries to play it down. 17 with the ball, under the basket here. Kicks it out. 39 with the ball again. Goes around.
From the 3-point arc. Just misses. And the Taijiang, the ball is on the ground. And the Taijiang player is able to get it and then stiff arm the American away.
Under 1 minute on the clock now. 53 seconds and counting. This will be one of the last possessions. Hail Mary goes up. Shot goes up again. Can't quite get it to land. Rebounded by the American team. The American team sprinting their way up the floor. Mid-range jumper. Oh,
can't quite get it to fall as the Gumas look to pass it back real quickly.
Hail Mary. 360 dunk. Oh, goes for the easy layup, but beautiful stuff there by the Guma.
Might not have been a dunk, but 2 points are 2 points regardless.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful look there by the team from Taijiang. Now, just under 20 seconds on the clock now.
The shot clock is turned off as there's only 24 seconds on the shot clock per possession as the Americans get ready to sub in another player and look to close the gap by 2 more before the end of the half.
And a basket here could be huge. 26 running up the floor. They have a timeout remaining. Choose not to use it. From inside. Bang! Oh, just miss.
Great attempt there by 26 as she is able to get her own rebound. And the time runs out in the first half as the players look exasperated, but a show of sportsmanship to help each other up after that tough battle.
And smiles from every lady that was just out there on the floor. I think everyone just enjoyed. I know we certainly did that last 15-minute passage of play. I cannot tell you how much I'm looking forward to the next 15.
And regardless of what happens after this next 15, I can be sure to tell you that both teams are going to be happy and they're going to be better for it.
好的，休息时间到，请双方运动员交换比赛场地。
Okay, the two makes a change. They start from the different half of the game. The Lady Pandas, you guys will start on the other half. You guys make a swap.
好的，现场所有的球迷朋友们，给到落后的熊猫女士队再次来一点温暖的掌声，好吗
Everybody again, please make a warm round of applause for the Lady Pandas.
一边再战，下半场的15分钟时间，5分的分差。这边再一次先着夺人嘛，这边台江姑妈队再一次抢到后场篮板球，这边假动作，面对严密的防守没人摆脱，这边给到队友3分线外，来吧，3分线以里一步。
And we were right back in it, and this game's right back underway. Just a 2-minute rest as this game continues on. Zero, look on the inside, gets her own rebound, kicks it back outside as they reset. 37, way downtown. Can't get it to land.
Looks great from the Americans so far. I like the decision to take some more outside shots, and but quickly stolen by the Zhejiang team.
37, now with the ball again. She's really been a force. Oh, Euro step, spin move. Ball goes up.
That was a great move by 37 there to fake it to the inside, get the Zhejiang team to bite, and
incredible.
That was great.
37, click, click, welcome to your moment. That was incredible stuff just then.
Gotta wonder what the American coach said in the huddle. The Americans look so energized coming out of that 2-minute break as they go for another drive. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by the Zhejiang team. I wonder, in the first half, the Americans looked a little out of place in terms of how to stop the fast break, but so far they've responded and turned. And I think trying to turn the best defense is offense.
Couldn't agree more. Back to 37 now. Teardrop floater goes up, gets the offensive glass, but I think that's just out of bounds. Score is 11-8. Guma's lead by 3 points.
The Zhejiang team looks to respond to that quick basket by the Americans as they bring it up, but the Americans are playing some half-court defense to try to make the Gumas make a decision.
Oh, blocked! Absolutely swatted. Oh, and strong mid-range jumper.
Kobe Beef out there, she just made that shot.
That was some incredible stuff. Wow, recovering the morale hit from a block, but to be able to transition quickly to getting a mid-range jumper, incredible stuff. And again, shot taken by number 16, almost got her own rebound, but couldn't quite pick it up. That's all right though.
Both teams look really energized coming out of that those huddles in that 2-minute break. I, for one, am just tired watching them play this game, so I can't imagine how much adrenaline they have going through them right now.
Incredible stuff. They've really raised the standard here. Mid-range jumper goes up again, rebounded. 16, round the outside.
Sprinting down the court, looking for a basket. Pulls a jumper.
Ooh, can't quite make it, but on the putback. Oh, great offensive rebounding. But
stolen back by the Americans as 36 looks to regroup. Feeds it inside, but no one there. The Zhejiang team is looking to move it
up the court. Oh, over the head pass.
Unable to finish the basket, but that was some great pass work by the Zhejiang team.
Incredible vision by Zhejiang just then. Couldn't quite make it finish in the last third, but incredible build-up to that opportunity.
And I think the Washington team really did a good job putting some pressure on there, so the Zhejiang team couldn't take advantage of their fast break opportunity. 33. As 33 goes up. Not quite makes it, but is a strong rebound. Battling, moves it up the court quick to the open player.
Zhejiang inside.
2-on-0.
And, oh, just can't make it land. One more putback opportunity, misses again. It's unlucky, but 33 now. Slowing the game down just a tad.
Going for the one-arm pass to get a little more power on there as 12 looks to go inside.
Oh, 17 stolen again, stolen back. Some end-to-end basketball going on right now. Plays it inside to the open lady from... and can't quite get the layup to land.
You've got to wonder how many of these misses by the Zhejiang team are because the Americans are doing such a good job of inhibiting their shots and making it not such easy looks, even though it seems like it be. Number 12 with a shot.
Great lockdown defense from Zhejiang. Zhejiang wins the ball back here.
But foul is called.
But a foul is called. And what a passage of play that was. End-to-end riveting basketball we just watched.
No stoppages in play, and both teams are sprinting up and down the court, trying to put on a show for the last half.
I feel like I just watched a miracle pan out for the last 4 minutes of play. That was truly unbelievable basketball. 13-8, Guma's lead. Taijiang, play it inside, layup goes up. Can't quite get it to finish.
As the Taijiang team goes for a turnaround jump shot and is able to finish the second chance opportunity.
On the putback, that was just, you know what that was? That was great positioning. What wins matches out here, partner?
Rebounds, and more rebounds.
We've kept saying this. We've said this once. I'll say it again. Rebounds are winning this game.
Tries to feed it inside, but is quickly defended by the Guma player. Stolen back by the Americans. Drives. Unable to get it to fall, but some great plays there by the Americans as the Taijiang player does a nice jab step, uses their physicality, over the head pass, unable to make it fall.
Ball goes up again, swarmed on the inside, mid-range jumper, out rebounded Taijiang over the head.
Rebounded again by the Taijiang team, and they're just putting shot after shot after shot like a college student on break.
This is some incredible stuff here by Taijiang. Taijiang up by 7, 15-8. Mid-range jumper goes up. Oh, can't quite get it to land. Now back. One-on-one opportunity.
Nice save there by 35 to keep the possession going.
27 inside. Looks for an easy look. Can't quite get one. Shots just aren't falling, but I think it's the incredible defense that's being played right now. Shot goes up by the Guma, and second chance opportunity makes it on the putback.
After that initial first 2 minutes of play by the Washington team, it looks like they haven't been able to get another shot fall, but they are playing just as tenacious as they were at the start. Let's see if they can respond here to the run by the Taijiang team as 17 goes inside. Unable to make it fall, but good shot decision there.
Swatted up. And to me, it looks like these engines could use some more oil here, partner.
And a nice shot by 12 there to stop the bleeding. Let's see if the Americans can regroup and get a stop here on the defense.
Potentially make some substitutions to deal with these tired legs that are out on the floor. They've been running non-stop for the last 7 minutes, sprinting up and down this court.
Especially with the Taijiang team making good use of the whole court and trying to move the ball as fast as possible. The Americans have to be getting tired out there, but they are holding their own, that's for sure.
12 inbounding now. Substitutions are made by the Americans, just as we anticipated. Now, number 37, we've really seen she has the ability to shoot some absolute daggers. Will she be able to continue that streak she had in the first half? We'll just have to wait and see.
39 is also back out there, and she's already demonstrated her speed to move around the outside. I think it would be a good use by the Americans to use their speed and agility.
And it's just as that camera panned out there for a moment, it's beautiful to see how full these stands are, isn't it, partner? Sport really being a force to bring people together here today.
Regardless of who you're cheering for, this is just a spectacle to watch, and it's got to be fun for all ages. As 37, great drive inside to fake out the Taipan defenders.
Absolutely incredible. She's got ice in her veins, that is for sure.
As they close the lead down to 7.
37.
Stolen again by 37 as she runs up the court.
She's proven to be a miracle. Passes inside. Tries to look for a layup by 39, but can't quite make it. And these fans are loving it. I can't even count how many smiles I see.
As the Taijiang team looks to regroup after a good run by the Americans. Playing some staunch defense in there and adding some pressure.
Breaks out of the press. Oh, spin move. Pass inside. Ball goes up, just misses.
Good rebound by 0 there as she is able to play 1-on-4 defense.
To the inside. 39 gets it again. Tries to go for the underhand layup, but saved by 37. And just sent out ever so slightly. Some truly great basketball on display at the moment.
And look at those other fellow American students behind the bench as they look on gleefully as they watch their team take on a new form of basketball in a completely new country as the Taijiang team moves the ball up the court quickly.
Ball panned out by 16, gets out of the press. 39 putting on the Jets. Plays it inside, goes up. and can't quite get it to land. 37 on the putback again. Gets the ball to sink. That's
good second chance opportunity there.
Yeah, and that was clutch. Those 2 points, they're going to come up and mean something later on in this game.
The lead is shrunk now to 5 as Taijiang struggles to get anything working on the inside as they throw the ball away again. This has been a back and forth game so far, and with only 5 minutes left in the second half, it's going to be one for the ages.
I couldn't agree more. Inbound now by 26. Making the wall up. I think they've changed the pace of this game a bit, and that could help let them find some more high percentage shots.
The Americans look more in control of what they want to do with the ball. In the first half, it was a little bit of an adjustment period, and while they were able to take advantage of 39 drives.
Puts on the Jets, kicks it outside, 37, drives back inside, looks for a good look, and bingo!
Great move there by 39 and 37 to draw the 2 defenders.
Some incredible basketball I just witnessed.
And look at those fans putting on the marching emotions, and as Taijiang quickly tries to respond, but 39 plays some staunch defense.
Ball goes up, rebounded by Taijiang. They get it back again. Mid-range jumper on the putback. Can't quite get it to land. Rebounded now. 26 makes it out of the press. There's only 1 to beat. Plays it up the court. Oh, 37 looking, that spacing, that tactic might work to try and pick up some easy baskets. If they can break out the high press, they could get the American team could get some baskets here.
You're completely right. As long as the Americans can feel comfortable playing 4-on-5 defense for a little while and getting a stop, they can look to move that ball quicker, as another foul is called.
I think that was a personal foul there. And as Taijiang now makes some substitutions.
As do the Americans.
This coach is animated. He's really into this game, and to be honest, so are we. 3 points. This is a 3-point game, ladies and gentlemen, with 3 minutes 45 seconds left in the second half.
You can't ask much more from a basketball game than this. 3 points, back and forth action, some great plays by both teams, and some hard defense. As Zero brings the ball up the court and looks to shrink the lead even more.
37 inside, driving through traffic. Can't quite get the layup to land, but great work finding an easy look at the rim. Ripped by Zero and tipped out by the Taijiang team.
And the coach is absolutely right. That is going to be Washington's ball, as Zero is able to save that possession and keep it going. Zero now to inbound, looking for 37 on the middle, but kicks it out of bounds, and it's going to be Taijiang ball.
Taijiang now to inbound. Oh, I believe it.
Stand corrected. I think it is still Washington's ball.
Still Washington's ball, as the coach making some substitutions now. But, this last 25 minutes of gameplay we've watched has just been amazing. Mid-range jumper goes up. Can't quite get it to land. Breaking out of the American press. This is almost a jump ball there.
Good defense by 17 to stop that
1
fast
to beat.
break.
And ball goes up on the putback. Bingo.
17, even though the Taijiang team was able to score there, 17 was able to stop the fast break and make the Taijiang team make a tough shot. That's exactly what the Americans need to do in order to stay in this game.
And by that Taijiang team, that was nothing but clutch, bringing the lead back up to 7. 16 to 23 now.
Good little drop pass.
22 with the ball, playing to 37. Really been a focal point so far in this game. 37 drives up, puts in an easy basket. Those are 2 clutch points. 5-point game, 2 minutes remaining.
This is as close as it can get as the Taijiang team moves the ball up quick, rapidly goes for the shot, but misses as they pull the ball out.
Brings it back out. Looks for the lady on the inside. Drives back out again. Kicks it to the 3-point line. Finds the open line in the... Oh, and saved
by the American player as number 16 takes
a foul is called on
there.
number 16. And
some substitutions made by the Americans to get some fresh legs in for the last minute and 30 seconds.
And this is going to be an incredibly important last 90 seconds. 5 points a game, 39, turning on the Jets, driving up the court. Easy look from 37, bingo!
And that was a great decision by the coach. The player he just subbed in was able to get that steal and move the ball up court quickly as Taijiang looks to respond, only up by 3.
3-point game here now. Plays it to the inside, open look for Taijiang, can't quite get it to land. Rebounded. Offensive rebound, though, again. Goes up for the mid-range jumper. And what an incredible game this has been so far. 5-point game now, but we've been absolutely glued to our seats for the last 30-odd minutes here, haven't we?
It's been amazing to see the Americans find their feet in the second half as they score another 2 points, and they have finally found how to adjust to the physicality of the Taijiang team, and the Taijiang team has been moving the ball quickly on the fast breaks.
39 seconds now to left in this game. Taijiang only up by 3. Can they ice it out here at the bottom of the second half? This is where real clutch moments, clutch players show. Wow.
That was a great shot by the Taijiang team.
Ice in her veins. That's all I can say. 2 points potentially, most probably, to ice this game out. And an incredible showing of American-Chinese cooperation, of American-Chinese friendship, and what sport can do, not only to help build bridges, but to help improve and activate members of the local community. Their partner.
Cultural exchange here cannot, and the importance of the cultural exchange here cannot be overstated. As 2 seconds left as the coach is animated on the sidelines and is trying to call one final play, I, for one, have thoroughly enjoyed this match and can't wait to see how it goes on in the future.
Inbound by Taijiang. Taijiang now just looking to see out the last few seconds, and that's that game wrapped, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. The Taijiang Guma beat out the team from Washington 27-24 after 30 minutes of absolutely riveting basketball.
There was nowhere else I would rather be than here, and that's going to be all for us, folks. But thank you so much for joining in with us, and look forward to the next one.